Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. It's Friday night, 6 p.m., which means it is the Chelsea show. I'm joined by Daniel, Chris, and Burton Ballers. How are we all doing, guys?
Great.
I am doing.
all good.
I am doing.
All good.
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
When
better
they're
after Wednesday.
yeah.
Fantastic result
Yes.
Wednesday.
When-
So we're still on cloud nine. I think
when
some
two
Chelsea
finals-
fans have still got their hangovers. But yeah,
That was amazing, wasn't it? That night was amazing. So yeah, I'm gassed.
I feel that. Tuchel's Tricky Blues, come on, we're going to do Constantinople, boys. Well, I'm not sure what that means.
Istanbul is meant to Constantinople, Istanbul, Turkey.
Yeah.
Old capital. So yeah.
See, it's lucky we have someone who understands this stuff on the stream today, because I hadn't a clue what he was on about. I hadn't a clue what he was on about. But I suppose there is only really one place we can start, which is Madrid. I mean, you took care of Madrid like they were a bunch of under-12s, and you were Chelsea Football Club. Like they had no answers for anything you were doing.
Yeah, exactly. We bossed them. And what makes me laugh is that everyone's always making excuses when we are beating teams after team. When we beat Atletico Madrid, well, this isn't the strongest Spanish league, and Atletico and all that, although they were top of the Spanish league when we beat them. When we beat Porto, it was like, oh, it's only Porto. And when we beat Man City in the semi-final of the FA Cup, they rested a few players. Listen, we're making teams look bad now. It's not a case of teams are playing bad. Chelsea are making them play bad. Because Thomas Tuchel, when he first came in, he said something. He said, I'm going to make Chelsea horrible to play against. And that's what we are. We're horrible to play against. Teams don't like playing against us. We made, apart from the two Benzema shots in the first half, no shots on target in the second half. Over the two ties against the Real Madrid side, they only had 3 shots on target, and that's it. Yeah, 3 shots on target. So we are, off the ball and attacking. Thomas Tuchel has got us into a well-oiled machine and a team to be feared and respected now.
Yeah, no, yeah. I definitely echo that. What about you, Chris? What do you make of Wednesday?
Yeah, it was a brilliant performance from everybody. They even if it went 1-1 and we somehow lost it, I was proud of Chelsea because they was giving it their all and they was outplaying Madrid. People saying we're supposed to be scared of Ramos. Ramos did absolutely nothing, as I thought. Timo Werner got his goal. At least he's clinical in that, at least. And Kante again. Back-to-back man of the matches against Real Madrid. That guy is like a machine. The guy would outrun anyone. Even at the end again, when he's running onto a counter-attack, he ran past Modric. Modric tried grabbing onto him a little bit, and yeah, he just brushed past him. And even, what's it called? If you look at Kai Havertz was brilliant in that game. I know he didn't really put away his chances, but he was just rattling the players. Like they were having enough of Kai Havertz because he just kept getting around, tricky play. He was getting fouled a lot by Madrid players. They was getting rattled. One of them should have got red carded on Kai Havertz, if you guys agree or not. I thought because he was just grabbing him like up and down on the pitch, like when he's on the floor.
Oh, so, yeah, Nacho.
Yeah, Nacho. He literally grabbed him down to the ground. It's like a fight. He should have been red carded, but yeah, they just got rattled by Kai Havertz. Really, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Kai Havertz is brilliant.
I hear that. Daniel, what did you make of the performance on Wednesday?
Sorry, it was a dominant performance. It's the team I really wanted to beat the most. So I really got much to say. I just really wanted to beat them. I'm not very talkative.
I hear that. I mean, Chris obviously mentioned about Kai Havertz.
Yeah,
Kai looks like he's really coming into himself and really looking like he is exactly what you bought, which is I guess important. But Burton, how important is it that Kai Havertz is now hitting form and And what does this make for the transfers? Because you lot apparently need this massive striker, but Kai Havertz looks like he could be that false nine that maybe Chelsea could be looking at to move in that forward role and move Werner to the wing or as an inside forward, however Tuchel wants it to go. What do you make of moving Kai up front?
Yeah, the thing is, let's start with Kai first. When he first came, he had a lot of circumstances to deal with. So we needed a bit of patience, and a lot of people were writing him off before he even began, actually. And I saw glimpses in this game that I said, once this guy gets up and running, gets used to the pace of the Premier League, he's going to prove to be worth all that money that we paid for him. Not forgetting that he had COVID as well. He's a kid coming to a new country, couldn't take his family with him. So he's got that settling in period. But so since he's been playing that false nine, what I like about him is his movement. His movement is fantastic. He was the position he was taking up, he was dragging the Madrid defence apart, and he allowed the two tens the space to exploit. But for him to, I'll still want to get another number 9, someone clinical, because when you think about it, in this game we had 7 or 8 clear-cut chances. We should have won this game 6 or 7-0. So had we had somebody like a Haaland, Lukaku, or Kane, or someone like that to put the chances away, then this game would have been done and dusted in the first half. The only thing I'd say about Kai with his finishing is this guy, as I said, he's really, I say, too cool for school. Really. This guy strolls around the pitch, and he's got that sort of casual demeanour to his play. And sometimes it's not always about stroking the ball into the net. Although it worked against Crystal Palace, the 2 goals were well taken, well placed. The chance that he had to put us 2-0 up, I thought if he had hit that with a little bit more power, then Courtois doesn't make that save. The game, even against Crystal Palace, he had a couple of chances to score, make it a hat-trick. And that one, who was it where he scored that? It was, what's that team? My brain's gone. Where he scored in that game against...
Fulham.
No, it was a Palace. He scored 2 games against Fulham. I'm talking about the Palace game. The ball where we flicked the ball over his head, the defender's head. If he had hit that one with a little bit more power, we'd be talking about the goal of the season. That was fantastic. But as I said, if he just gets a bit more aggression into his play, then I think that he'll be able to do a good job as a false nine. But in that position, it gives us options. Definitely. And he's probably the best finisher at the club at the moment, I would say.
Yeah. And that's the most important thing. It's options, right? Because at the end of the day, you look at Manchester City, they have plenty of different options that they can use. Now, Chelsea want to aspire to be Man City in a way of you want to win the title, you want to dominate football like you normally do. And I think Tuchel is being really important to this. He's done sort of what Ollie did, what Ollie's sort of done with a lot of the young players at United, which is he's not thrown Kai in to the Wolves per se. He's not just chucked him in at the deep end and gone, start swimming, boy. What he's done is he's drip fed Kai as enough opportunities to keep him going, but now we're starting to see the proper Kai Havertz. And the bit about learning the finishing, I think that just comes with experience. And the more he plays, and the more he works with Tuchel, the better he's going to get. Because I think everyone, I've named the title of the show, Tuchel is our saviour, because in simple enough terms, Tuchel is your saviour. Like, he has come in and he has saved this season for you. And at the point of when he came in, no one in their right mind would have thought that you're in a Champions League final, an FA Cup final, and fourth in the league. Like, no one would have ever assumed that to happen. But I suppose the question is, apart from what impact, but how important has Thomas Tuchel been to Chelsea Football Club just this season? I mean, it smashes everything that Frank Lampard done in his whole career at Chelsea in terms of being a manager.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, I would say like I think he's definitely been important. He is something what we needed, a very experienced manager. But not only that, he kind of fits the Chelsea profile. I feel he's definitely not a soft manager. His tactics are really good for like defensively and all. Like something what we need is Chelsea has been known for defensive tactics. I would say for most of its time under Roman. I'm pretty sure. There's a few managers like Ancelotti and Sarri who's attackers and stuff, but like Jose types and all that. Like we've been under Jose a good defensive structure. So Tuchel this season, I think if he wins us a Champions League and FA Cup, building that statue because literally and getting us top 4 as well. Like it's, I didn't think we'll get maybe an FA Cup and get top 4 this season. The only thing I maybe thought we could have was the Champions League. And we're literally so close to having that as well. So yeah, like he's been definitely amazing for Chelsea, and I'm hoping we can build a long term with him. But I'm not gonna count my eggs like chickens on that. What you have to say? Like just like yeah, I'm not gonna be hopeful on that because it's Roman under there. Yeah, yeah. Like I'm just hoping we can build a long term with him because I'm already like getting attached to him already because like what he's doing already. Like.
The thing is, and I can't remember who I said it to. I think it may have been Russ. And I said about this new culture that Chelsea did want to do in terms of bringing through youth and stability at the club with the manager. Obviously, doing that with Frank Lampard was never really going to happen because Frank Lampard isn't an elite manager. He's not experienced enough to have the demands of what Chelsea want. Could you realistically see that sort of stability, the working with one manager and really getting their philosophy into the club? Do you think you could be doing that with Thomas Tuchel? Because if he can succeed, and that's the big thing, right? With Roman Abramovich, it's success, right? Tuchel will have to consistently be winning stuff. But do you not think that sort of structure, that sort of identity could be brought in, but under Thomas Tuchel?
Yeah, well, actually, we're seeing a different Roman Abramovich now from the one who started off at Chelsea. Because if you think about Roman's, what's his name, Mourinho's second spell, he would have got sacked halfway in the season, but he waited and he waited and he waited, and it was not until we were sort of, I think about 14th or something that he sacked him.
16th.
Or 16th, yeah. Then if you look at even with the situation with Conte, the bad blood which was going on, he stayed until the end of the season with that one. Lampard, again, with Lampard, I think he was the right manager for that time to bring in the youngsters, but he wasn't the right guy to take us further forward. Due to his lack of experience. And if Roman would have liked to have kept him, I think, but then it wasn't only the results, it was just the way we were playing, the body language of the players that forced Roman into that second. So he's always...
he also gave a statement. He gave a statement about Frank Lampard, which is something that Roman Abramovich has never done for any manager.
Exactly, yeah. So I think he wants to try change the hire and firing philosophy, because if you look at the guy we're playing against tomorrow, Pep Guardiola, he was one who was coveted by Roman for ages, and one of the reasons why Guardiola didn't come to Chelsea was because he said he didn't like the hiring and firing, and in order for his project to work, it needs to be long term. With Tuchel, I think, even if we do finish at the top 4, but he sees that he's building something, then I think he'll give him time to build on it. So
you can't really judge him on this season anyway.
No, not this season. Exactly.
This is really a no-loss situation for Tuchel, because if he goes on and wins the Champions League, the FA Cup, and finish top 4, he's known as the saviour of Chelsea, and he'll probably have a statue outside the shed end or whatever it's called before time. And if he doesn't get into top 4 and doesn't win these finals, then it's like, well, yeah, but he's only just come in. So rivals will obviously banter him and be like, oh yeah, he's not that good. But then if educated people like myself can look at it and go, well, he hasn't got this. Isn't his squad? It's not his identity. So he's really in a no loss situation, really. Armadeep saying Roman steel versus Arab oil. I wonder who will prevail. That's going to be a good one. Bear in mind, Havertz is only 21 years old still. Exactly. That is true. Big up to Chris in the chat as well. Man City versus Chelsea deserves to be a Champions League final. They are right now the best two teams in the world. Velvet Schwan saying, Sonny, why did you humiliate us Liverpool fans by saying Virgil van Dijk was trending on Twitter, which shows how good he is? Please, Sonny, you're better than that. Are Chelsea, Man City closest challengers for next season? I think so. I'm not making any predictions until the end of the transfer window, because if United go get Varane, Sancho, and Declan Rice, then I actually think Unia put them in there, right? So that's just me going. If United go get them three players, the rest of that squad is fairly decent. You have to put them in as challengers. That doesn't necessarily mean they'll win it, but challenging for the title, they absolutely should be. Chelsea, if they get their business right, will be there. Man City, you would assume, will be there.
Yeah.
But then what if Liverpool go get Mbappe, right? I don't want to make any assumptions yet, because we haven't even had transfer window yet, right? Let's see what they're going to do.
I think the advantage of...
Velshwan saying, Chris, I won't be surprised if teams now suss out Tuchel, because now he'll be playing teams again.
I don't agree with that comment, to be honest.
Good luck sussing it out for a start, because his tactics
he's
are
tactically
mad.
So
under
Conte, when we we played a three at the back, and the team worked out how to play against us. He can change the formation.
I was just about to say,
he's very flexible.
It wouldn't surprise me if Tuchel starts playing a 4 at the back next season if he gets the centre back he wants. So, I mean, by all means, they can assume that Tuchel will do something, but just because he's getting through this season as it is now, doesn't mean that next season Tuchel's just going to do the same thing. This man is one of the best tactically. I've said this, that Tuchel is probably the third best manager in the world. Someone fight me on it. I mean, a Chelsea fan won't, but he is right up there. He is right up there. Valve also saying, I'm going to make an outrageous statement.
Second, you said he's the third best. Who's second?
I would go Pep, Klopp, Tuchel.
But don't you think Klopp's getting found out though with his tactics?
But Klopp is still very astute. But also, I think he's been found out by the fact that he's got no good centre backs at the moment.
But you have to find a way to adapt, though. It's not okay.
Yeah, but he hasn't been back, mate. I mean, their replacement for Van Dijk was a £2.5 million Championship defender.
Yeah, but when you
can I say something about it? Yeah, can I? I know the 7-2, but even that, that's the thing about Tuchel. If he sees there's a problem at the back, he's got to change it. He protected our back line. Before the back, he saw that's not good enough. So he's got to go back 3 where it gets more protected. And he will do it the best way he can to win the games. And I think that's the difference about Tuchel and Klopp. I do rate Klopp a lot, but I think Tuchel's got more systems and stuff like that.
Klopp is having to deal with a huge injury crisis. Both his centre-backs are out. Henderson's out. I mean, that man hasn't had the stability, and he's not been back.
Jota's in and out the team.
The difference between Chelsea and Liverpool right now is you've got good depth. Right, your depth is much better than Liverpool's. Right, you think of players that can come in and out. Right, so Tuchel's actually got a bigger and better squad than Liverpool. Liverpool also suffering some horrific injuries. Now, if Klopp doesn't change it next season, then he goes third because Tuchel would be better than him. But let's not judge one manager. I mean, the success that Klopp has done, everything that he's achieved. Right now, he's struggling a lot. But let's give him until November next season and see what he's doing. Because he could change it all around and Liverpool could be top of the league again. Doubtful, but it could happen. Or he could be sinking and he's down in 7th again. Therefore, Tuchel is better than him. I think that's the
You know
best
what?
way to do
Yeah.
it.
Do you know Tuchel's middle name?
Hmm.
Just wonder, Thomas Tactical Tuchel. That's what his name is. Full name. He's just fully tactical.
Oh, that's
what he needs to be called.
But Val's saying I'm going to make an outrageous statement. I feel like Tuchel will be the next Ollie. Have a nice purple patch. After the win, i.e. Madrid, I feel they will drop. No, Valve. I think that's...
Ferguson's just pulling on strings at the moment. That's all he's doing.
Valve, you're
pulling on strings. You're pulling on strings, bro. You're pulling on strings.
You're clearly struggling with the concept of football. Not down to the Tuchel, but down to players' mentality in the team. There's nothing wrong with the players' mentality in the team.
Tuchel's made him more.
You think Azpilicueta, a man who's won Premier League titles with Chelsea, a Europa League, and all of that, is going to have a bad mentality?
Yeah. Hopefully, a Champions League this season.
Thiago Silva, mentality.
Mason Mount mentality.
Well, but that one can be questioned because he's still a kid, technically.
No. Like the thing about I'm going to say about Mason Mount's mentality. He saw these big players. Can I say about Mason Mount's mentality? He even said, "I will try to step up and like compete with all these big signings," and he's still doing it. I got respect for Mason Mount.
I hear that. I do hear that. But we can even just put Mason Mount to a side. I rate him a lot. Look at Thiago Silva and Azpilicueta. Like, they are gonna have mad mentality because they've won everything. Like that is mad.
I do agree with Chris about age. It's not when it comes to mentality. It's not an age thing. You always knew that Mason Mount was going to make it because he said his dad. I'm not sure if you know. With the story with his dad, where he said, "You need to leave Chelsea because otherwise you're not going to get any opportunities." The only player who's made it in the club was John Terry. He said, "You know what? I'm going to be the next." That shows mentality. When he was at Vitesse Arnhem, he wasn't getting into the side. He said, "Once they get into the side, I'm coming out of the side." He ended up being their top goal scorer and player of the season. So things like that, you already know he's got a strong mentality. You saw that with John Terry. I'm old enough to know about John Terry when he was coming through at Chelsea. I always knew that this guy was going to be a leader for Chelsea, just the way he carried himself at a young age. Yeah. And that's what I can see with Mason Mount at the moment. He's going to have a big career at Chelsea, and he's going to be one of our leaders in the future.
No, I hear that. Craig saying, I'm a neutral. Stop comparing Tuchel to Klopp, guys. Tuchel is good, but he is years off Klopp, one bad year, and people forget. Not really. Now, the reason I'll say this is Thomas Tuchel has beaten Atletico Madrid, Porto, and Real Madrid to get to a Champions League final with a squad that everyone used to say was absolutely horrific.
Lampard says his team isn't good enough to... What does he say? Lampard says his team isn't good enough to something.
What Lampard did, Lampard said this team ain't ready to compete in the titles and stuff, and that kind of lost Chelsea's respect for him as a manager, because this team for me is definitely good enough. You got Kai Havertz, you got Mason Mount.
It's more than me. And look at Tuchel's career with everything he's won at PSG and about Dortmund. Dortmund, he won the Pokal Cup at Dortmund, won everything at PSG, got them to a Champions League final, only beaten by a better team. And believe it or not, there can be a better team on the day, right? Yeah. I remember back in the days where Jose won his first titles, and people just turned around and went, they were better than United and Arsenal. You can. Believe it or not, you can have a better team and other teams can still be good. Someone could just be better. Believe it or not, it's not always City bottled it, United bottled it, Chelsea bottled it. It doesn't always have to be like that. Craig saying big up panel, but big up to yourself, mate. Big up to yourself. Valve also saying, let's be real, Davies was a FSG signing. Kabak was recommended to him. I stuck up for Klopp, for fuck's sake. I literally stuck up for Klopp, and when he was given £2.5 million to go get a centre back and one on loan. Yeah. Right? I literally stuck up for you, boss. I did. Val saying maybe I used the wrong words, not mentality, but like some players in that team who have old habits of bottling things and screwing their teammates over. Chelsea have not bottled anything.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Can you? What have we bottled, really?
Precisely.
I mean,
say what precisely have we bottled here?
You won a Premier League title under Conte.
It's not just we win a lot of titles.
Won Europa League every time we've been in it.
We lost the FA Cup final with Frank Lampard, yes, but like there was a bit of a reason why, like Kovacic's red card and Pulisic's injury, and I know Pulisic was definitely a threat to him because AFTV celebrated his injury, so definitely they were scared of him.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I don't really like Arsenal anymore because they're cunts. To be brutal, Vel saying but I can say we got to a final with Origi and Shaqiri.
Yeah, sorry, I can understand what he's saying to a point about mentality because I know that it was questioned. The mentality of the players was questioned under two managers. It was under Sarri and Conte. And sometimes when things are not quite going their way, they do not step up. Even Frank said we didn't have any sort of voices on the pitch. You know, that's where the question's good, but he doesn't lead. He's not vocal. That's why he wanted somebody like a Declan Rice or something. But with Silva in the side now, I think we've got the likes of Rudiger and everyone else. Then I think it's coming. And what a manager does, it's a manager's job to then create that atmosphere within the club where you get leaders. That's what Jose did when he first came. He made Frank look like he said he's the best midfielder in the world. Even it's just words like that. Yeah,
that's the thing with Tuchel is he can also be a leader from the side.
Exactly.
Right. So Tuchel, for me, Frank Lampard was nowhere near authoritative enough on the touchline. Yeah. Right. Most of the time it was either arms folded, arms in pockets. Tuchel, you can clearly see him talking to the players, talking them through what he wants. There's the difference, and that's why Tuchel is so good. Big up to DJ Sav in the chat as well. Big up to the panel. Vel saying, no, I said players like Christensen and Jorginho are liabilities in that team. Only if they're managed wrong. If they're managed in the right way, they can be very good. Right? That's the thing. Like, it's all about the management of these players. And management is crucial. Velshwan, big up to you. Maybe under Lampard, they were not under Thomas Tuchel. But let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay.
So we've done Madrid. Mahrez is saying the pressure is on Chelsea. So straight away, the City camp are afraid of you.
Wait, what? The pressure's on us to win the Champions League?
I presume so.
Oh my lord!
Why is the pressure on us when they've been trying for many years?
Remember, all their fans wanted to play Real Madrid in the final.
Can I say something? Why is the pressure on Tuchel and our team when Tuchel's been here for like 4 months? This is a new team, but their team's been.
Chris, don't get het up about it.
No.
The same people who said we wanted Real Madrid in the final.
But City are trying to deflect the pressure off them and pile it onto Chelsea. It's basics.
I take it as a compliment.
To me, the pressure.
Take it as a compliment.
Yeah, because Real Madrid were already smacked before we played them. The pressure is, if anything, Man City have got the pressure. We've won the Champions League already. We've done it. We've been there, done it, wore the t-shirt. They haven't won it, so it's a big thing for them.
Can I say the pressure on, like, for City? Like, they have Pep, who's been there for years. They have a team well gelled up together for years, and our team's not really that gelled up fully like theirs. And a new manager, I don't think the pressure's on us. I really don't. But the pressure, there is going to be pressure for both teams anyway, regardless. That's what I will say.
You know, Man City fans are afraid. Man City fans are afraid. Every time I'm in someone's comments, it's always Chelsea are going to get destroyed. Chelsea are going to get battered. This, that, the other. How do you know that?
It don't matter, honestly.
So we're going to see this month. We're going to give you a slapping. How do you know that?
Yeah, I tell you, if at the beginning of the game on Wednesday, if you ask any City fan who would they prefer to play against, Chelsea or Real Madrid, they'd have gone for Real Madrid because the style of Real Madrid play.
Also, don't forget Real Madrid. Not Real Madrid. Pep was brought in to win a Champions League.
Yeah.
If If he don't do it, he is a colossal failure and a fraud.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll happily write him a letter saying that unfortunately, due to him being a loser, he is a fraud. If he don't win him a Champions League this season, he's a loser. That's all I'll say.
He bottled it with Bayern Munich, remember? Because remember, Bayern Munich win it when he took over. I'm sure Bayern Munich won the Champions League when he took up his year after he took over.
Not with Pep.
Yeah,
they never won a Champions League with Pep.
I was on about the year. No, I'm on about the year after he became manager. I meant.
No. Pep has only ever won the Champions League twice, and both times were with Barcelona.
Yeah,
he's never won it ever anywhere.
I'm saying Bayern Munich won the Champions League, and then the year later he became manager, and then he bottled it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But he's only ever won it twice. Val saying the pressure is on City, not on Chelsea, because if they lose, I don't think their fans will get upset because Tuchel's achieved upset because what Tuchel has achieved with Lampard's squad. City are in a final. Has that dickhead ref disallowed Jude Bellingham's goal? Yeah. Look, obviously Man City also paid the referees off, but look, they're sweating now. City are sweating. They're like, oh no, I don't like this now. But you've got City. A lot of this is going to be dominated by Manchester City, believe it or not, because that's who you've got on Saturday as well.
Yeah.
Now, there's two players that can exploit Manchester City's weaknesses. I've got mine written down on here, but Daniel, who do you think they are?
Timo Werner and Kai Havertz.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be City's weakness?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tricky one. I think Tuchel's going to be their weakness because he sets up like a bitch, like he's hard to break. Who else? Yeah, I do think Kai Havertz can cause some problems, and there's another player who probably will. Is this about this game, right? Starting this game, or just in general? About this game anyway.
Who do you think are who can exploit their weaknesses?
Yeah, Pulisic can unlock their defense because I've seen Pulisic play. He's a tricky player. Like he moves the ball really well. Like Kai Havertz, he's very good. So yeah, I think Pulisic is a weakness for them.
The Pulisic and Havertz then.
Yeah, I'm going for Pulisic and Werner. Pace.
Pace.
See, I've gone.
But he's not the quickest.
Wait.
I've gone for Mason Mount and Timo Werner because Mount can feed Werner. Werner can just run. It's the perfect combo. There's many combos. Tuchel is that front line is gonna have a lot of pace on it. That's for sure. Tuchel will know. You look at how United beat City most of the time. It's through counter-attacking and pacey strikers. Ollie plays Stan James for a bloody reason. He's Stan James, but he still plays him for a reason. He's a pace merchant. As I was saying, and it's pressure on City because them man spent 500 million on a defence and it took 5 years to get into a final. That is mad.
Yeah.
That is mad amount of money. So we've got that. What do you think are the 3 places you need to strengthen for next season?
Okay, can I start with 3 players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or positions.
Okay, positions. Centre back, a right winger, and a striker.
Yeah. So
those are the 3 positions, and I can name the players we want as well.
A striker, right winger, and
and a centre back.
Oh, centre back. Yeah.
Yes.
Go for players if you want.
Varane is a realistic one. So Varane. Okay, Sancho can be brought, and this would be the hardest one, I think. Lukaku.
Why do you say right wing needs? Why do you say right wing needs improving?
Because I do like Ziyech, but I don't think Ziyech can take us to like league titles and stuff. I think if he's happy being a bench player and rotation player and fight for his position, then fair enough. but I don't think Ziyech is like going to cut it for me.
Would you not say a central midfielder is more important than?
See, this is I actually rate our midfield highly. I think it's really good.
You haven't got the depth.
Okay, I do say yes. We do need to add one more midfielder. I do agree. We do need. I think maybe a DM or not, but we have got Kante, Kovacic, and Jorginho, and maybe Gilmore. But it's hard to say because I do think we need a right winger because I don't know. I want like a starter right winger who can like perform for us like basically weekly.
You got Pulisic. You got
Pulisic left winger. Ziyech right winger. Yes.
You can play him sometimes.
I seen Pulisic play on the right. I don't like it.
Okay, you got Ziyech. You've got Callum Hudson-Odoi. You've got even Havertz can probably play up there. You can play.
I guess
and sometimes we play with wing backs as well, so we play more inverted rather than.
I do hear it.
You tend to play with 2 10s instead of wingers.
Yeah, I do hear it. It's just like I rate maybe for depth, yes, for midfield, but I just really like our midfield because we do create a lot of chances. People say we need creative midfielders. We do have, and if we go, can I say as well? If we do go to back 4, we'll have Mason Mount as well into our midfield because he is a midfielder mainly, not a 10. Well, he is a 10 as well, but he's more of a centre mid.
It depends on who he's with because he's not got the discipline yet to be playing in an 8.
Yeah, you don't think he's got discipline to play in number 8 like centre mid?
Not yet, but
I can understand DM.
I wouldn't want to see Mason Mount playing as an 8 for about another 2 or 3 years.
A 6, you mean, not an 8.
A 6, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
No, I was on about an 8. Like I was on
an 8. But it depends on who you're playing him with. If you're playing him with
Jorginho, I know.
Right, Jorginho is prone to an error if he's on his own. The same with Kovacic, right? Kante is the only one who could do it, but Kante's not getting any younger.
Yeah, I just don't want Kante.
I just don't want Mason. I just don't want Mason Mount chucked into a position where he's having to try and cover for Jorginho's mistakes as well. The reason it works so well at the moment is because you're playing those 2 6s with that 10 sort of further up. If you start moving Mason Mount as a box-to-box and rely on one of them to sit, that's prone to an error.
Yeah, I guess, but like, I'm gonna still agree what I say. Like of the positions I need.
No, I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just questioning some of the decisions.
No, yeah, like I said, I do hear your point too. Like, and I would accept yours as well. It's just like something for me. I think we need that right winger.
It's okay, Chris. I've just become your new technical director. You don't need check. I just sacked him. He can be fancy. He can be fancy. Yeah, but he can be fans. The fans liaison officer. It seems like you need one of them. But Burton, what about you? What 3 positions do you want?
Yeah, a centre back, a DM. And the striker, and because the reason I hear what Chris is saying, but I think when we play against the low block teams, I don't think the 2 6s that we have at the moment have enough to break down these low block teams. Because I want a centre back a number 6 who can give you that killer pass against these stubborn low block sides. Someone like a Chimene is and plus the physique of the 3 of those. They're all 5'9" or under, so just to give us a little bit of physical when we're playing against the West Broms of this world, we've got a bit of muscle in the midfield. So a Chimene, someone like that, I like the look of that boy, or even a Declan Rice who's got that leadership qualities. Centre back.
Will Tuchel be allowed to bring in Declan Rice after Lampard basically tried getting Marina to bring him in for an entire season, going, I need Declan Rice, I need Declan Rice, I need Declan Rice. No,
but if Tuchel wants him in the team, they're not going to say
no. Yeah, but could you imagine Marina going, for fuck's sake, why are we bringing Declan Rice back up again? Like, could you just imagine her face going, I had this issue with the last manager.
Yeah. But I'm hearing that the board are looking at him. The board are still looking at him.
I'm not saying that. I'm just sort of highlighting that Frank Lampard was basically on his knees begging for Declan Rice, and the board were like,
probably would have come if we could have shifted some players out, but we just needed to.
Yeah.
Did we try to? Who did we try to shift? Try to shift Rudiger and someone else.
Talking about let's go talk about like Frank Lampard. He can definitely find some good players. I feel like for us, like he did with even Chilwell. People weren't keen on Chilwell, but Chilwell's had a good season for me. Like,
anyone could have suggested Chilwell. He had a great season at that. So anyone could. Not just Lampard.
Do you not see? No, but could you not see all the fans saying, "Oh, we need Tellers. Oh no, we need Reguilon. Or these other players."
Yeah, but Chris, I try not to listen to half the fans because they're all idiots. I try to listen to myself because I'm smart and intelligent.
Yeah, exactly. I knew Chilwell would be a good sign, but a lot of Chelsea fans, I hear on Spaces and Twitter, like that type of stuff, they all don't. A lot of them don't rate Chilwell.
That's half the issue, Chris. You're looking.
That's why he's not a continental left back.
You're looking on Twitter for a sensible debate.
I'm not looking. Have you seen Twitter Spaces? Like,
well, I've seen Twitter. I don't need to necessarily know Spaces. I just know people on Twitter, and
it's called Twitter for a reason, right?
On Twitter now. On Twitter now, you can talk. You can actually talk
Chris, you've been on Twitter so much. You think Twitter is gospel?
Chris, it doesn't matter that I can talk to them because their football opinions doesn't change. They're still really unintelligent idiots. To be brutally honest.
But you know what? Half of these people haven't even seen some of these left backs play. A big account may come out and say we need X, and then everyone will just jump on the back of that and say, we need that player. Or seeing 5 minutes of a YouTube clip where it can make me look like Messi. Probably not.
Yeah, like I could literally do some clips, put it on YouTube, and make myself look like flaming Ronaldo. Right?
Yeah.
But guess what? When you finally get me, I'm not Ronaldo. Believe it or not. DJ saying then Cho to come off the bench caused more issues for City defence. I think Chelsea will get Varane, Rabiot, and Lukaku. RJ saying 241. Let's go. Absolutely, let's go. Please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Got the Liverpool show at 8 p.m. Got some new guests coming on that. It's going to be a good one. I do know that much. The Gooner Express saying, so Chris, you're admitting that Willian is better than Ziyech. Don't think I heard you say that, but I mean...
I didn't say he's better. I always say on a Gal streams or anything, like, Willian's a baller for Arsenal just to mess with him. But I didn't say he's better than Ziyech. No, you guys can keep Willian all you want. Like, it's good.
Yeah.
Like, he can sub off a Aubameyang or whatever. It don't matter. Like, you keep him for another 3 years.
Do you know what? AFTV do make my days. That's for sure. For Tuchel signing will be Saul, Rabiot, and probably Choupo-Moting. What on earth makes you suggest that, Valve? Like, what?
That Javier Martinez is apparently leaving, so maybe he won't go after him.
Why would we get so?
I don't understand.
Stu, whatever his name is, yeah.
Valve saying Chilwell is an average left back. Well, in this system, yeah. If you ask him to play as a wing back, if you ask him to play as a proper left back, then he's very good.
Can I say something about Chilwell? He's actually improved massively under left wing back under Tuchel. He's actually performing really well, even in the Real Madrid games and stuff.
Of course he would.
So
he's never played
people call him average. I don't take it serious because he isn't average.
He's never played wing back in his life. He's adapting to a new position under a very good manager. So you shouldn't even be using left back. He's a left wing back, Valve. Bad man. Chilwell is not top 5 left backs in the league. Name me the 5. So there's only one, possibly 2, that I put ahead of Chilwell. One is
Shaw and Robertson.
Yeah. I don't.
I'll go.
I mean,
I'll go at the moment on form. Shaw, Robertson, Digne, Chilwell.
You can make a case.
Been good, yeah.
You can make a case for Reguilon, but not too much of a case.
I think Chilwell's better than Reguilon.
Reguilon defensively ain't been that great this season, and attacking. Can I tell you, attacking wise, Chilwell's got more goals and assists anyway.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you can make a case for Reguilon, but not a big case, right?
Yeah.
You can still make that case. Velsain asked me about other players in the league, in other leagues. This is the thing. I don't really watch other leagues, so I absolutely have no idea who these players are. Because I watch the Premier League and all of that, so I have no idea.
Those left back levels in Champions League anyway. So,
well, yeah,
I don't watch other leagues a lot either. In all fairness, and I'm honest about that. I'm not going to be one of those people who pretend. I watch it.
It's cool. Like if people think that someone can sit there watching the Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A, and La Liga, right, while still being able to eat and sleep and
comment on here,
it's not physically possible to do all of that. That's for sure. But yeah, we've done. Daniel, what are your 3 places to strengthen for next season?
Centre back, DM, and striker. Same as Burton.
Centre back, DM, and striker. No, I like that. That's a decent one. It's a decent one. So what we're gonna do?
Sorry, I was saying I want Verratti. Varane and Lukaku or Haaland.
No, I mean that makes sense. Formation. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a combined 11 for City and Chelsea. So what we'll do is we'll use the formation of 4-3-3, right? Which is what we normally use here. So we're going to do a 4-3-3 with 1 pivot, so 1 DM, right? It's normally what we do. So try to be fair. Some City players will get into this. I'm just saying that now. So who is your goalkeeper? Who out of Mendy or Edison? Who goes in? Daniel,
Edison. Oh, sorry, go on. Daniel first.
Daniel.
I want to be because I love Mendy so much. I've backed him since the start of the season, but based on
I love Michael Cooper, but I'm not going to try and put him in a World 11.
But overall career, I'll go Edison.
Well, no, it's just on their season, but
I would say Mendy this season, but because he's played less games.
If you want to say Mendy, crack on and say Mendy.
Mendy because of the season he's been over.
Right, Chris, who are you going for?
You know what? It's a tricky one, but I'm going to go a bit biased because they've both been brilliant this season. I'm going to go Mendy.
Right, cool.
Because they've both been brilliant.
What about you, Burton?
Yes, I'll go Edison. He's just got a few more clean sheets. I know he's played a bit more, but it's a very tight run thing.
I thought they joined in the league.
No, he's 2 ahead because he's 2 ahead because he didn't play against Brighton and played Kepa.
Yeah.
He'd be 1 behind if he played him.
But Mendy's top clean sheet in the Champions League, though, right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8-7.
It's very close between them. So it's if you're going off by this season.
Just because of Edison's distribution as well.
Yeah.
And his assist, that ball he played for the first goal in the PSG game. Yeah. And
I think that's the one thing he definitely does have over him is his kicking, because Mendy's kicking ain't the greatest. I'm not gonna lie. I seen Mendy try kick. I seen when Mendy kicked it when we was playing against United. He almost kicked it in his own net one point.
He did. He missed him. Yeah.
He's decent with his feet, but with the long passes, like Edison can pull off. I don't think he's got it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I hear that. Liam, I have responded to you on Twitter. Velsen, Robertson, Digne, Short, Tierney, Reguilon. Reason is that both defensively are on par, and in terms of attacking, Reguilon is better, and Dilwell has better stats because Reguilon was injured.
Velsen, you just hate Chilwell. You just hate Chilwell. I clearly see it.
He's still in the top 6, and you've named 4 that I would argue. And fuck off with Tierney. He's absolute.
He's not better.
Nah, man.
Man. The thing is, I don't watch Tierney every game, but I can back it with like everything in stat wise as well. Chilwell's been better defensively, attacking, and everything. But I will give it to Tierney. Like in a way, he is playing for a shit team. I will say, because they're not a good team. They're definitely
So,
a team.
what about right back? Who are we going for right back?
City's,
Cancelo.
Yeah,
Cancelo, yeah, Cancelo's been
Cancelo.
great.
Just on.
No,
No, I'm cool. I'm cool to go with Cancelo. Cancelo. Right. So 2 centre backs. Who are we going for?
Thiago Silva and Diaz.
Yeah,
yeah,
Silva Diaz.
I'm saying,
Silva
yeah.
Diaz. Right.
Yeah.
Silva. And who are you going at left back?
Chilwell.
yeah,
Chilwell.
Chilwell.
Crikey, this is you're going all very bloody quick.
Sorry.
But these ones are easy. These ones are easy start like for us right now. It's not a debate.
And Diaz.
Who plays left back for them? Zinchenko.
Yeah,
Him or Mendy sometimes.
Right.
Mendy's
So
been awful. Shevchenko's a
Yeah.
sort of midfield, really.
and it is Chilwell.
And Cancelo plays there sometimes, doesn't he? Switches.
Right. So who are you going for the DM?
You're playing a lone DM.
Yeah, it's a lone DM.
So it's Rodri or Jorginho.
Or Kante.
Yeah,
I'd
I
say-
guess.
I would say
I'll put Rodri there.
I'd say.
I'm gonna put Kante. No, you know what? I'm putting Kante. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
know
we're
it's not
putting
like
Right. So
Yeah,
Kante.
2 with
Kante.
Kante. Right. So
I prefer
Kante
more
goes in.
box to box.
Who?
I prefer more further upfield.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's gonna win over that the
I mean,
the
big De
centre mid
Bruyne.
role because
So
De Bruyne
you're-
Mount.
you go to me you gotta have I know the two centre mids.
Yeah,
So
he's
your
got
two-
that flexibility to play there as well. Yes.
So your 2 central midfielders.
For me, Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan.
I'd say De Bruyne. I'd say De Bruyne.
No Mason Mount.
I'd say De Bruyne and Mount.
Yeah. See,
Gundogan's had a purple patch, hasn't he?
in
Yeah,
all
he's
fairness,
not
yeah.
been-
In all fairness, I will hear you. Mason Mount has been more consistent. So
Yeah, he just had a
Yeah.
purple patch at the last few games. He hasn't.
You always got to have De
He's been
Bruyne in your
okay,
team.
but not.
So who are we
Right.
going for left wing?
That's a tricky one.
Do
we-
Foden. It's Foden.
Pulisic, man. I'd say Pulisic.
No, I'm going to say Foden too. 'Cause Foden's
Foden's
done,
been more consistent.
Go on then, Foden. Then go on
He's
then,
been more
Foden.
consistent.
yeah.
Yeah, Foden left.
Okay, and who's going on the right?
Mahrez has been good. I think Mahrez has been good this season.
Decent.
hmm
We
I'm
have
gonna be-
Mahrez, and who is going up front?
I'm being shameless. Timo Werner.
No.
Kai Havertz.
We're going to put Kai Havertz in there because I know De Bruyne's been playing as a false nine, but if we put him in the midfield, then,
He's in the mid. Yeah.
then I'll
So
put
Kai
in
Havertz
there.
is
'Cause
in.
they haven't
So
really been playing for strike, have they? So we can't put it Silva or
yeah,
Aguero.
no, you are definitely right there. You can't really put him up
Jesus,
there.
I said Silva. I meant Jesus. We can't put him in because he hasn't played a lot.
Don't Jesus anywhere near my team.
No, forget that.
No,
He's a lot worse than
do.
Timo.
I do hear that. And out of all of them, who has been the best player this season?
Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah,
I
De Bruyne.
think-
I'll go with
Kevin De Bruyne, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say Mount, but I won't say Mount because that'd be being biased.
Well, no, Mount's had one of the had a brilliant season in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's going to be De Bruyne because it'd be 2 against 1, so that's why I'm saying De Bruyne.
So we've got the team up here ready. It should be added in now. So this is our team, our combined 11 for Chelsea and City. So you've gone for Mendy in goal, Cancelo, Silva, Diaz, and Chilwell, with Kante, Mason Mount, Kevin De Bruyne, with Foden, Mahrez, and Havertz. I don't think anyone can necessarily disagree with that one too much. And if they do, please send your letters to number 10 Downing Street with the hashtag your account.
There's only
Oh, hashtag no one cares.
yeah.
all that.
The only question more you can question on that one is the goalkeeper for maybe Mendy and
Yeah.
Edison.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
I was overruled on that one, but yeah, I had a bit.
Yeah. Armour Deep saying thoughts on the final possibly being played in England since Turkey is under red list for travel from the UK. Yes, the reports are that the Champions League final, and I can't believe I'm about to utter these words, could be held at Villa Park. Now, for me, if we were picking a stadium in the UK for hosting a Champions League final, I look at Wembley, Old Trafford, the Emirates, Anfield, all of which much more above Villa Park. But what do you guys think about going into Villa Park for a Champions League final?
I think because it's like a more neutral venue for both teams, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're looking at the London venues, then Man City probably moan, "No, we've got to travel all the way down to London." And
Yeah.
if it's the northwest one,
yeah. And it's closer to me, so I can technically either way I can see it.
But, yeah,
All the way down
might as well play at the Hawthorns at this rate. But though it is unlikely to be done at Villa Park because it would require a lot of work in 3 weeks, and I don't think they quite have that. But Villa trying to get themselves into a Champions League final.
Yeah. How many fans are going to be? Is it 8,000 each?
8,000, yeah. So it could be held at any. It could be held at any stadium. To be brutally honest with you,
it could be held at Plymouth, can't it? 16,000.
I was just about to say you could hold it at our goal. We haven't quite got the media boxes for a Champions League final, but I'm sure it'd be brilliant. You'll love it, I promise.
Well, we played at Real Madrid's training ground the other week, so
yeah. I mean, our stadium is bigger than Real Madrid's training ground. That's a fact. Val saying I think Gundogan deserves to be in it. So does Mason Mount. Armour Deep saying there's a playoff game being played in Wembley, so on the same day, so Wembley is off. Yeah. Okay, I retract that and say Liverpool, Anfield, Old Trafford, Emirates.
Do it at Anfield because it's neutral for both,
and the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So
I'd say Anfield because
it could just be held anywhere, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, but the Champions League final.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, Champions League finals not going to be held in Turkey because of it being red listed.
Well, it might not be.
No, I think it will.
It is red listed, apparently. It actually comes.
Yeah, I don't think UEFA give a flying fuck if it's red listed or not.
Yeah, they missed that last season because it was meant to be held there last season.
Yeah, all their stuff says Istanbul, right? And I'm not going to lie, it sounds better saying Istanbul than Birmingham.
Of course, yeah, of course. Of course.
Like,
it sounds bad.
Well, you're going to annoy Daniel.
Go annoy me.
You've got Val saying why Emirates and Spurs, they haven't. Oh my God. We're talking about facilities, you absolute wet wipe.
Yeah.
Just because they haven't won fuck all doesn't mean they don't have a stadium that can hold 8,000 people and hold a Champions League final.
We could have it held at Stamford Bridge.
You know what? That's the only way that the Emirates or the Tottenham Stadium is going to see the Champions League anyway. So
yes, you may as well.
Andrew is telling me to hold off on the quiz. So I need to. Andrew saying I'm nearly home. Hold off the quiz. So I need to see. I need to send Andrew the link.
Andrew. That's why I love him, man. He always comes at the right times.
He's on his way.
Because we're still third, aren't we? Like 10 points behind now.
Yeah, you are a bit. Andrew has been sent the link. Andrew, I have sent you the link on the thing.
Morrison's closes at 10 o'clock, so I've got time.
I'm going to come in again on a different thing. My battery's running down, so I'm going to go on to other device.
Mate. Should be. Sorry, it's just people messaging me. It's like Piccadilly Circus on my phone at the moment. Comment here from Valve saying Chilwell is now top 5 left back in the league. I remember Arsenal fans saying he was clear of Robertson. Congratulations, Chilwell. Tierney, that is.
They're just doing it to troll you, Valve, because it works.
Valve, you do make me chuckle quite a lot. That is the truth. Armour Deep saying they should just play the final at Hackney Marshes. Play the UCL final on a Sunday league pitch.
So who do you think's going to win both games then, Chelsea or Man City?
City, I think. No, Chelsea, not City.
Who'd you prefer to win?
I like Chelsea. I think that you've got more players that I like, and I think Pep is a bit of a twat. Just to be
he's a bit arrogant.
honest,
Yes, he's a bit arrogant. I think maybe in a few years you might not like Tuchel. He might be too arrogant for your liking in a few years, maybe, if he stays.
Yeah, there is that strong possibility, but then I'll just go to London and knock him out. So that's all good. It's easy.
I think Tuchel's not the type of manager to be like that. I think.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, do you not see him at Porto where he just blanked the manager and told him to fuck off?
Yeah, but I find that funny.
I mean,
if he was to do that, if he was to do that with Ryan Lowe, he's getting a broken nose and a black eye. But that's just because Ryan Lowe.
He does it to Pep in the final when he wins. Oh, I ain't bothered.
Oh, that I will definitely enjoy.
So remember, with Man City, they've never been in the Champions League final, so why are they thinking it's so easy? Remember, no English team has ever been in the Champions League final the first time and won it. It's always the second time.
No, but records are always meant to be broken, and I will say, obviously, Chelsea look like they could win it, but yeah, like records can be broken.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but it's Chelsea's time again.
So that's Burton. So if I take the other one out, there we go.
Okay, I was thinking who it was then.
Chris was like, "Oh," and I heard two O's.
Yeah.
Can hear himself.
Okay.
Do you always take photos by the mirror, Chris?
Me? That's literally one photo. No, literally, they wanted to see what I kind of look like. Some people, so I just put it out, you know.
So we've got Amadeep saying, "Imagine he tries shit with Sean Dyche. Yeah, that might not go well." And Vel saying, "Oh wait, guys, before we start the quiz, our hearts and thoughts go out to Nacho and his family. That scream was mad." Yes, thoughts and prayers go out to Nacho's family. Obviously, what a horrific tackle from Kai Havertz standing on his foot. We wish him all the best and hope that his reconstruction surgery of his brain has been successful.
What was he thinking, just grabbing Kai Havertz like that? Kai Havertz is 21.
No, I'm on about when Kai Havertz accidentally stood on his foot and Nacho was screaming like he had just broken.
I went mad.
Did you see when Kai Havertz went? When Kai Havertz went to pick up the ball, but he kicked it just as he went to do it, like that type of stuff. Yeah. I loved it. It looked so smooth. It just looked so smooth doing it.
It's because Kai Havertz is a smooth criminal.
Yeah, honestly, I love watching Kai Havertz play. He glides through that midfield, anything.
Imagine Kai Havertz picking up a lady. He glides his way through that.
Yeah, definitely.
Timo doesn't. He probably misses and sleeps with sister instead.
Oh, come on, Jesus.
That's harsh.
What's wrong with that? Andrew has arrived. Andrew did not want to miss the quiz.
Andrew, did you just say that comment?
I Ubered it, sorry.
No, did you just say that comment?
Ubered it.
No, I missed it. What was the comment? Sorry.
There's Timo Werner comment. You want to repeat it?
So basically, I said, can you imagine Kai Havertz picking up a lady? He's very gracious about it and all of that. I said that Timo Werner probably misses and sleeps with the sister instead.
Wasn't there a thing last week where something about Timo Werner would even miss his own wedding or something like that? Do you know what I mean? Or something
probably.
I saw. You know Timo's goal against Madrid. What's the name? Slen sent at me. It was Timo Werner. He actually misses the goal. The ball goes higher, and you just see Tuchel's reaction to it instead afterwards.
Of his miss versus West Ham,
Yeah.
Oh, that was brutal. Vel saying, I'm just wondering who came up with the German James Charles.
Someone on the terrace, I
wow.
think.
I'm just impressed if the
DJ
people.
saying, "Big up, Andrew."
I'm just
Andrew
impressed
is
if
here.
people know who James Charles is, let alone
I have no
the
idea.
German
I-
version.
I know who
Shouldn't wanna
James
know.
Charles is, sadly, like on
You
YouTube.
shouldn't want to know who James Charles is, thank you.
Havertz be like, "Hey ladies, I'm on 250k a week, and he's in."
So yeah,
And
shows
Bells,
a pace.
boo, Andrew, boo, Andrew, boo.
Yeah.
I keep boo
Bells-
Andrew, man. Can't boo that man.
because he knows that Chelsea have just got stronger. Now I have if Burton and Andrew wasn't here, then you are fucked. But luckily they're here, so you are no longer fucked.
Oh, some
Mainly
pieces from
because
like
of-
the 70s.
not quite. We're working our way to that.
Oh my god, even I would struggle on that one.
I'm gonna
90s
start.
and
I'm gonna go get black and white pictures in a minute.
Yeah.
That is my plan. What I might do is I might convert some of these to black and white one day and see if you can deal with that.
Yeah.
Burton is back.
Double of it.
What's up, Burton? How are you doing?
Hi, sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I just technical issues on the other one. I couldn't hear you at all. So yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm back now.
It's okay. We normally have technical difficulties. So everyone knows the aim of the quiz. You are many points behind. Andrew looking like a skinny big show.
Thank you. I take that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
10 points behind second.
Yeah, are you 10 points? I tweeted it out. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're around about
We haven't
10
got a
points.
chance at the title, guys. We're just cementing.
Hey, you never know. You never know. That is a fact. But as you all know, we do 1 minute to have a look at the picture. You can take as long as you want for the answer of the quiz. Let me go find my clock. Where is it? This stupid phone. There it is. So, are we all ready?
Yeah.
So, picture number 1.
Oh, 2004.
Yeah, that was
2000.
the misidentification.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
2014 Premier
Yeah.
League against Arsenal 6-0.
6-0.
Yeah.
2014, yeah.
Mo
Wenger's
Salah started
1000.
that game as well.
Wenger's
That
1000th
was an
game.
Yeah, that
And
was an easy one
was it
for us.
Clichy off instead of Chamberlain?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, he
so
sent, no, he
handball
sent
on the
Gibbs
line.
off instead of Oxlade-Chamberlain,
Oh,
yeah.
Gibbs,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
I remember. I was gonna say. I remember the jokes about that.
6-0
Like,
Premier
Lukaku's
League
gonna-
2014
Yeah.
against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Picture number 2.
This was. Wait, what's 17?
So that's Birmingham, isn't it? I think that's Birmingham. Yeah, that's
Chelsea,
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah, that's definitely Birmingham.
That
yeah.
is the 2010-11 kit.
Yeah, it is. I love that kit.
2011. Oh, which one is it though?
It's the
Yeah, but
red
which
things. Like,
competition though as well?
the competition. I reckon it could be like an FA Cup.
He's Premier League because he's got the golden badges.
Yeah,
No, but they
isn't
don't
that?
have different badges for the FA Cup, or do they? So
Ooh, was that 3-1? I'm going 3-1 that game.
I have no idea what scoreline.
Yeah,
Definitely
2011.
scored.
2011, 3-1.
2011 3-1. You're saying?
Yeah, I remember that one where Kalou, didn't he score that good goal? The solo run and strike, I think, in that game.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is it? 2011, 3-1.
3-1
Yes, but-
Premier League. Premier
Yeah,
League.
Premier
Premier
League,
League 3-1 2011.
Okay.
Picture number 3. There we go. Picture number
3.
Picture number 3. Go for it.
Torre
Okay,
under flow.
this is Premier League 2000 3-0.
Oh yeah,
2001?
Torre under flow.
Yeah, Premier League 2000 3-0. I think it's Ranieri's first game in the Premier League.
Yeah, wasn't that
Okay.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Floyd? That's
3-3
the
draw.
Thunderbolt.
3-3
That
draw.
Thunderbolt
Yeah.
that's the bank as well.
3-0 Premier League.
I think Paul
2000.
Scholes scored in that one as well. I was
Yeah.
watching it the
Yeah.
other day. Wasn't it? Yeah.
Picture number 4.
Oh wait, this is.
Drogba overhead kick. That's Tottenham, isn't it? That's against Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's Ledley King, and that's.
That is, I'll tell you what it is. That's
Is that the FA Cup?
2004. No, that's 2004 Premier League 0-0. I believe
Hmm.
that is.
Look.
Or was it the 1-0 one where
Was it
can I?
No,
1-0?
it's 0-0.
No,
Look at
no,
the,
0-0.
look at the kit. The kit's the 2004-5 Premier League winning one.
Yeah.
I think it's 0-0. 2004 Premier League.
Did Gallagher score in that? What was the one where Gallagher scored that last minute
No, it's
goal?
0-0. It's the one where Robbie Keane, Peter Cech pulls off a great save from Robbie Keane, but it was 0-0.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't disagree
And
with
your
Andrew.
last picture is this one.
Oh,
Liverpool dropped 1-0. Yeah.
No. Guys, this is the. I think this is the 2012 FA Cup final against Liverpool. We won 2-1.
Oh yeah, through his legs. Yeah,
Ooh.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
2-1 FA Cup.
Yeah.
2-1 FA Cup 2012 against Liverpool.
And Ramirez got the winner, wasn't it? Where Peter Cech
Wasn't
pulled off
it a game where Petr
brilliant
Cech
save.
did a really good stuff? Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Did a good save, but they thought it went
And
in.
they thought it was over the line, but it didn't.
Yeah.
And Petr Cech did this. No, it was not in.
He's an honest man. He's an honest man.
Yeah.
Val saying, "Oh wait, guys, make sure you come down to the Etihad to witness a cook-off between me and silly child Kenny." Yes, they were apparently going to have a fight, but then that changed to a cook-off. So,
where is Kenny? He's been very. Usually, he's very here. Very
Kenny
here,
has
very
been
active.
very busy, I believe. He'll be back
Practicing his
normal,
cooking.
so.
That's what he's doing.
He's practicing his cooking. Almadeep saying, "Have you seen the new kit for next season? Chelsea absolute howler. We've got a fucking chessboard on our kit."
Yeah. There's some fluorescent yellow as well, I believe, on it as well. Which is
Nice.
I'm currently wearing our third kit from this year. It's actually growing on me.
It's okay.
So,
what we'll do?
Yeah, I'm wearing the
is
first kit too.
In the summer,
growing on
we'll
me.
have we're still going to continue shows, and I fuck knows what we're going to do in them. God knows. I have not.
Oh,
we probably
Euros.
might not- yeah,
Euros,
we might.
yeah.
We might do. We might.
Transfer.
Do
Is it classic
Transfers.
kits from different clubs?
Huh?
I was going to say classic kits from different clubs, or the clubs that.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
we'll
Chelsea
figure it out. We'll figure it out. But back to the quiz. The first one you said was Arsenal 6-0 Premier League 2014.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. Arsenal, I will be using that one for you lot as well. I like to. I will also be using the 4-0 from the. Do you know what? I'm going to really upset these Arsenal fans this Tuesday.
Do all the games they lost.
Because they didn't have the cojones to arrive yesterday. So therefore, they can run, but they can't hide. Because we have an Arsenal show, which will now turn into a Arsenal versus Villarreal match review. The second one was Chelsea 3, Birmingham 1, Premier League 2011.
Yeah.
The third one was Manchester United 3, Chelsea 3 in the Premier League in 2000.
Yeah.
The fourth one was Chelsea 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0 in the Premier League in 2004. And the last one was Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1 in the FA Cup in 2012.
Full house.
Which means you have got full points, which means you go an extra point ahead of Arsenal because they only got 14. So you actually get maximum marks, which means that you could potentially close the gap if Liverpool and United truly do fuck up, which I wouldn't bank on it because, the United lot might, but the Liverpool lot, they've got some new guests, and I'm sure they're going to be very, very knowledgeable on their stuff. But we have come to the end of the Chelsea show. As I said, we'll be back at 8 p.m. for the Liverpool show with a new look panel. We've got a look, some new fresh faces coming on as well as some of the regulars. We've let some of the regulars on, so they'll also be here as well. Big thanks for everyone watching. You can find us on Twitter at Let's Talk EPL and also at No Context LTPL. Also, you can find us on Instagram, Let's Talk EPL _ and on our TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League, where I'll be uploading some more interesting clips on there. But before we do go, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're only 9 away from 250. So let's get us there. Let's get us finally there. We've sort of stagnated a little bit, which is really annoying. I want to get to a quarter of the 1,000 target that we want. But Dan, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at CSCDanielMTG. Also, can find me on the Chelsea Show every Friday, and make sure you subscribe to this channel because it's brilliant and gave me an opportunity when I needed it.
100%. And Chris, where can they find you?
They can find me at Twitter, at RealChris50. I'm on a lot of great channels, especially like this. If you're not subbed, subscribe. It's a great channel. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
100%. And Andrew, where can they find you?
Yeah, on this channel, Chelsea Show, match reactions, other stuff like that. And Niall invites me on, the pleasure of doing so. And Strong TV, Chelsea Watch Along, everything got football show, wrestling show, and the Nexus Geek channel. Sorry, posting a Marvel show tomorrow. More importantly, KHNO Football past 1K subs. We're doing a 1K celebration video tomorrow, a live one. We have loads of people on that. Yeah, that's it. Oh, Winter Surfer on Twitter. Yeah, at the Winter Surfer on Twitter. Yeah.
He forgets to advertise.
Because I usually have it under there, like where I put KH, but yeah, on Twitter as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bits and Bob's channel, Corner Column every Tuesday, Chelsea podcast at 7. So
100%. And Barton, where can they find you, mate?
Oh wow, that was a big list, Andrew.
Sorry, yeah.
So I'm Maxi BCFC on Twitter, Burton Borders on Instagram, and Burton Borders on YouTube. And I will give you a plug the next time I do a video, so to try and get you up to that magic mark. So yeah,
if you're not subscribed to Burton Borders, you are missing out.
Hugely appreciate that as well.
And
make sure you check out everyone in the losing my words. Everyone that has been on the show. But as I said, we'll be back at 8 p.m. tomorrow. We'll also have match reaction of Chelsea versus Manchester City tomorrow. What a big game that's going to be. Thomas Tuchel, please put pep in a spliff. Please put pep in a spliff. Please put pep in a spliff. I dislike Pep. I think it might be his bald head. It gives me nightmares. But we'll be back, as I say, at 8 p.m. Because Pep is a fraud. We don't have City Show because Pep is a fraud. I have a real dislike to Pep. I don't know where it's come from. But we'll be back, as I said, 8 p.m. with a Liverpool show. Thanks for watching. And